Thank you to Squarespace for supporting this channel. Whether you need a domain, website or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. One of Canon's best lenses is also one of their most boring lenses. It's the 24-105, which is good for general purpose shooting for subjects characterized by generalness. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife of lenses. But now that boring lens has been updated with Mark II. Naturally, I thought I'd put it on the general purpose body. It's the 1DX Mark II. Okay, let's go. Got to delete those images now. Damn it, should have taken the card out. Choice is good, but why complicate things when you can have one thing that does it all? Landscapes, portraits, street, sports. The 24-105 might be the lens that you need. It's good for general purpose stuff. It's, you know, good for street photography. It's good for lunch, which is what we're going to do now. It is a popular lens, but if you're buying something like the 5D, the 24-105 is the kit lens. But still, fixed aperture, a good range of wide to tele and decent image quality, although not exactly consistent throughout the range. But yeah, the last 24-105, Swiss Army knife, but it wasn't sharp in every single spot. Not completely sharp. It's decent. But perhaps this second version could address all that. If so, this could be the best Canon lens to own. Joining the action.
Huh? Gotta pay for these photos, man.
Oh man, I'll take pictures of this dude then.
That's it. You carry on.
First table tennis game I've seen without any Asians in it. One thing you can rely on with the second version is the speed of autofocus. It might have gained some weight and it's a bit chunkier, but hasn't lost any of its agility. The lens, that is. Not too sure about the table sports though. I have to say though, they are pretty bad. On the street, I can guarantee you have all the focal lengths you might need, and at around standard, the image quality is quite impressive.
I really loved yourself.
Thank you.
You're single now, right? Yeah, I mean, you're about your second preference.
That's the first time a guy's asked me, are you single?
After somebody said, ask for a selfie.
Now you have a phone full of photos of us. We should do one with the 1DX as well. There's no colour fringing on the widest setting. Well, the camera will fix that anyway. Vignetting, not too prominent either. It's best to look at either end of the range because it's quite hard to fault the middle bits. Sharp edges, sharp centre, low distortion. At the standard focal lengths, it's not going to be shamed by primes. Okay, yeah, that's it. Give me some attitude. However, f4 is not going to give you as much subject isolation as one of the primes. Okay. Okay, oh look, I can do one each and take a picture at the same time. I don't know how that's working. But all right, see ya. There's professionals filming. I bet it's a C100 too. Cheaper. Bang on the money. But what does he think we're filming with? Good guess, but you're wrong. That doesn't shoot 4K. This does, that does. That one, no. It has noticeable barrel distortion at 24mm, not terrible. So let's take some photos at the widest end. But centre sharpness is good, although not mind-blowingly different to the old one. That detail though, you can practically see into his mind. And something at the telly end. On the telly end, sharpness in the centre parts look good, a tad better than before. There's less colour fringing at the telly end also.
Not a sponsor, by the way, although the hotels are mighty fine. I'd like to know what the corners are like at 24mm as well. A little bit soft before.
One of the big problems with the previous version was the soft corners at 24, and on the new one, well, still soft, but overall corner performance at the wide end has been improved.
But another key question is, bokeh!
Let's make this interesting. How about we do a battle of, well, actually, let's call it something else. This is okay bokeh, not okay. Which do you prefer? Dan bokeh A? Dan bokeh B? Do you prefer A bokeh balls or B bokeh balls? All is revealed.
No, chickens.
It's almost pornographic, this view of the chickens. This was the spot where Dan Chung got shat on by a bird.
I've just been shat on. Look. There's one up there.
Hello. Man, your tooth. Can I take a photo of that?
Of course, yeah.
That is cool. Can I just swing you around it?
Yeah.
I don't often say that to dudes, but yeah, here we go. Yeah, just look. Yeah, that's it.
You know what? Do you want a picture?
Uh-oh, a picture of what?
Here we go. This is where it gets serious. Can I just ask, where is it going to be?
Just my chest.
In my opinion, bokeh looks quite nice. Not super smooth, but creamy enough to not distract from the main subject.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Anyway, pleasure. All right,
Sweet.
see it.
The big sumo-sized butt is that 105, the drop-off in sharpness at the edges is still noticeable.
But this is also a great lens for video. When me and Locke were shooting before, we had the 24-105 and the 5D Mark III. Mainly because we weren't given anything else, but it is a very good all-round lens.
And this has 4 stops of IS power now, 1 stop more, which makes this a fantastic run-and-gun video lens.
This is probably the best Canon DSLR that shoots 4K video. Sadly the most expensive one.
This lens works out pretty well with 4K really. You need some sharp lenses for 4K, and with a 1.3 times crop in 4K, you're getting rid of the soft corners anyway.
Yes, I love it. Because you could have 2470 f4 IS for video, but just having that extra bit of range is great. You can have the wide shots, and it's still wide with 1.3 times crop, but then pull it in and there's a very extreme close-up of somebody's face.
Okay, so improvements aren't vast. It hasn't made massive leaps and bounds. It's bigger, heavier, seemingly tougher, but still carries some of the flaws that you might expect with something so practical and with all that range. It might disappoint some, but it is still one of the best lenses to have for the Canon system, if not the best. It's the first one you should get, and perhaps the one you should never let go of.
Squarespace is an all-in-one solution for all those wanting to put together a website or online shop with their super slick award-winning templates, 24/7 customer service and domains. Makes putting together a website easy. If you'd like to create a website or online store today, start your free trial at squarespace.com and get 10% off your first purchase with the code KAI.
Golden tornado totally swept round your perceptions. I think they've improved English.
Unique aromatic taste. Sprax.
No, it's not aromatic, it's aromatic.
Aromatic taste. Sprax fire on your tongue. No, but
your tongue.
How busy is they're really into this.
I know, it's because it's aromatic. But they've got less customers now, so they now they know what they're getting.